Well, it was really great. First of all, we were trying to make like a double record, but well, obviously we didn't have enough time, so we had to separate the dates. And but it kind of turned out good because releasing the first one and getting the reaction from all the fans, all of the people like you guys, and that made us like more focusing on the second one to try to make it another greater masterpiece. So yeah, I guess it turned out good. The message of the main message, it holds a lot of things in common, the first one and the second one. But to us, it kind of separating the release of this album made us think about a bit of like trying to make it sound a little different, maybe more aggressive, maybe more bigger. Then right now we're facing a pretty hard time. The whole wide world, even COVID and the war is just going on right now. So yeah, a lot of things we had to think about during the songwriting, and I hope what we made become a bigger message than what we released in the first one. Writing almost 30 songs was a pretty hard experience for us, for a two album, and but it kind of made us really not in a bad way, but squeeze our ideas, out. And it was a lot of fun because being in a band for 10, 12 years, that's a pretty long time, and we were actually kind of being anxious about if the ideas of us are kind of, when you try to make something, sometimes you have to be worried about that if you are just copying another copy of yourself, stuff like that. So we were really anxious about that, making 30 songs in a row. But I guess it was a great challenge for us, and we actually squeezed a lot more than we expected, and we're pretty proud of what we made out. A lot of our favorite bands made a double album, like Guns N' Roses, the Smashing Pumpkins. They always made huge ones, and yeah, that was one goal for us to achieve. At the same time, it's been 3.5 years since we released our original album, and that's quite a long time. So, and the world is facing a pretty hard situation right now, and a lot of music fans weren't able to listen to music like they used to. So we wanted to make a big present for all the fans, all the music listeners, and that made us choose to try to make a double album. I guess we were like thinking about the problems that was going on all over the world, not just about the plague, this COVID situation, but after that, we always see that people are fighting against each other, maybe severe problems like racism and stuff like that. But it always seems that we always face a problem, but we never overcome it, right? So that's why every problem just continues to pop up in a decade or a century or something like that. And we try to hold a message that says, not just breaking an ideology or the idea of what the past has, but also crossing it. Not just breaking the walls, but you have to cross and overcome it. And that's the main message, the main theme of the title of this album. Well, I mean, as long as they get excited listening to these songs, I believe that a lot of people are having a hard time. Just they don't have the chance to go to live shows that like they used to. So, yeah, as soon as they listen to this, I hope it kicks them. It makes them want to go to live shows again and make a better movement for this world to move on in another phase. Actually, we're already planning on writing another couple of songs, not for this album, but other projects, and it's probably going to be a huge one. So I hope everybody just waits for the good news. I guess what we're trying to do right for our next move is quite a huge project, but as I already mentioned, it's always been part of our dream just to move on, to do stuff what we want to do. So yeah, I'll try some new stuffs, but at the same time, just look back and think about where I came from, and just figure out what kind of greater items that we can give birth to. Yeah.